sit down with us, and today we're gonna cover our Super Bowl episode. Does anybody? What number Super Bowl is this actually? Does anybody know? Super Bowl 50, 60? Mm-hmm. Oh my God! Time 60. Flies. This is Super Bowl 60.
I think so, isn't it?
Hey, Gerald, aren't you 60?
Man, that's funny.
Dude, I remember Super Bowl 50 when that was being advertised. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. That caught me off guard. All right, Super Bowl 60. We're here for Super Bowl 60. We got a few things we're going to break down. Obviously, we're going to start with the most obvious questions. We're going to go around and say our Super Bowl predictions. I think Kevin should start it off.
Wow. A lot of pressure here. I said, even from the beginning, I said whoever won between the Bears and the Seahawks would get the Super Bowl win, and I'm going to stick to it. I think the Seahawks are going to win the Super Bowl. They just have an elite offense. Patriots really don't have an elite offense. They have a pretty good offense, not elite, though. And I don't think their defense is going to be able to stop JSN and Kenneth Walker. So, Seahawks for me.
Fair enough. Guess we'll just go around, Shane.
Yeah, I mean, when I take a look at this, when I was thinking the Broncos were going to make it, and of course, the one thing I noticed out of that game was that I know it was a snow game, but New England really struggled against the defense, and if it wasn't really, having a backup quarterback, fumbled and gave him that touchdown, it could have been a totally different game. And Denver's, the number 2 ranked defense. So you got Seattle coming in with the number 1 defense and a very explosive offense that has been really high powered lately compared to even Denver. So I don't think they're going to be in like a 10-7 game. So, the odds are in my, anything can happen in Super Bowls, but I do believe the Seahawks are going to come in, and I have a feeling that they're going to probably dominate. I know the Patriots are going to try, and, they're going to do what they can do. But, in my opinion, it could easily be one of those games that's 38-14.
Fair enough. Jarrell's up.
Well, I'm going to be the first one to say that the Patriots will be taking this Super Bowl. Drake May is going to come and play his heart out, okay? He's going to come in. He's going to show all the haters that he is here to stay, and he is the future of the NFL. I'm not a Patriots lover. I'm not. But guess what? They have held in, they've stuck in the games, and they will win. All they have to do is shut down JSN, and they'll win the game, okay? I trust in Mike Vrabel. Vrabel? How you say his name? Vrabel, right?
I don't know, actually.
I don't know. Yeah. I trust in their head coach. We'll just go with that. He's going to have a good game plan. They're going to come in. Patriots are back.
Okay, that's a grown man, by the way.
Grown man.
Talking about play, Drakey. Like, all right, someone ban this man.
That's okay. Go ahead.
I mean, I've been saying this 3 weeks before. Me and Kevin each did a playoff bracket. We did a playoff episode here, and his winner, I think, was the Bears, I believe, all the way, and mine from the very beginning was Seahawks. So I've been high on Seahawks before the playoffs even start, and I'm not going to change that. I'm going to go Seahawks. I'm going to go like 28-14. I think they'll have a few possession leads. I just don't trust the Patriots. I think they have the easiest routes to the playoffs I've ever seen. Now, I'm not roasting Drake May before you Patriot fans come here and roast me. He didn't make the schedule.
Roast him.
I'm not he's good. Listen, I know he didn't make the schedule. It's not his fault, but let's be honest. He started off with Justin Herbert, who's one of the worst playoff quarterbacks. Then he had 4 picks. And then he had to play C.J. Stroud and the Texans, who had, 2 picks, 2 fumbles. And then he had to play the Broncos, which would have been a good game if Bo Nix wasn't gone. So he played a backup quarterback. I wish Bucks would have had that schedule in playoffs, because we definitely would have made Super Bowl as well. So
I'll be honest, as a Bucks fan, some would have went wrong.
Okay. That's besides the point. Anyways, Seahawks are my prediction as well. So Jarrell's the lone cowboy here.
Lone cowboy, yep. Odd man out, but that's okay. That means I'll be the only one correct.
Okay, come on now.
Anything's possible in a Super Bowl, so you never know. And I guess as a fan, you hope it's a good game, because if the predictions of Seattle maybe rolling over them do happen, then it's not going to be a very fun game, and everyone's going to be, watching halftime, eating food, doing all the typical Super Bowl stuff. But if it is a good game and they battle it out, I think most people enjoy it, and it's possible, but who knows?
Yeah, we all seen what happened last year, so we don't want that again.
Now, I guess we were talking, who do you, in this game, if either team wins, I guess we can decide based on the team we think's going to win. Who do you think's going to be the MVP for the game, for the Super Bowl? Kevin, you said Seattle. Who do you think on Seattle will get the MVP?
Obviously, number one, probably Sam Darnold or Drake May, right? They're the obvious picks, but I don't want to pick them. I really want to say Kenneth Walker here. I think he's going to get a lot of... Give me a second. I would say JSN, but I think Kenneth Walker is going to get a lot of yards, and I think he might be like a 2-touchdown game for him. I know they like doing Charbonnet at the
goal line,
red zone goal line, but
yeah, he's out now.
Yeah, he's out. So Walker, I think Walker might have a legacy game right here.
That's funny. I just follow behind you on that because, it's not really a bad thought in my opinion because, the obvious other one, like you said, would be JSN. But if JSN has a big game, also that most likely means Sam Darnold has a big game.
Mm-hmm.
And very often they do pick quarterbacks for MVPs, if they have a big game, if they do well. So JSN has to sort of compete, with Sam Darnold in that side. But if if he runs like 250 yards or something, has a huge game, 3 touchdowns or something, he could possibly squeak in there, especially if it's not a high scoring passing type game, So what do you think, Jarrell?
Well, I would like to say Diggs. But usually, as we know, quarterbacks usually will take the MVP, similar to what you were just saying. So I'm gonna have to go with Drake May. But I mean, I do believe Diggs is gonna have a big game. I think his game is gonna be bigger than JSN because he knows how many times have we seen him in the past? What with the Bills standing there looking at the other team, moving on. Now he's there. He's in the big game. He's gonna show up, and he's gonna do his thing.
Is he even playing? I thought he was in jail or something.
Yeah. I know who's playing, Kevin. Not like you talking about Charbonnet, but go ahead.
I thought he was in jail, buddy.
He might choke someone again. Watch out.
If the to go along with what Jarrell just said, if the Patriots do win, I do believe the X factor for them is going to be Drake May. He's going to have to use his mobility. He's going to have to really make good decisions on those key downs, to really get the first downs, and sort of what he did at the end when he ran for the first down to really, eat up the clock there at the end of the Denver game. He's probably going to have to do something like that to win, and it'll probably be an obvious MVP to him at that point, because I don't see him having a bad game and not getting an MVP and winning. I don't think they have those kind of weapons over there. What do you think, Bailey?
Patriots suck. Let me start with that. So I don't know why Jarrell chose Stephon Diggs over there. Listen, if I was saying Patriots were winning, I would pick I'm just making Drake May, bro. Stephon Diggs is gonna have 2 catches in this game, I believe. But for me, I'm gonna go Sam Darnold. I mean, it's the obvious one.
Yeah.
But listen, bro, we seen some butt quarterbacks get it. It's just because they're a quarterback. It's almost like the MVP award for NFL honors. It's just like the chances of a quarterback not getting it is very slim.
Yeah.
Because, they're just going to have the best stats, obviously. I'll just go Sam Darnold for me. Quick and easy here.
Yeah, what Kevin said too, it would, in a normal game, it could be possibly squeaking in like Travion Henderson or Kenneth Walker if either one has a big game, a big running game. But, if you think about it, these defenses are really good against the run. And even New England, that's really their strength is against the run too. And so I don't know if the running backs are going to have that kind of huge game to get an MVP status for the game. So, yeah, I think the likelihood of the winning quarterback being MVP is pretty high.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, the odds. I looked up the odds real quick. So it goes Sam Darnold, Drake May, JSN, Walker, and then Stevenson, and then Diggs.
I mean, what last year? Damn, I'm blanking on his name. Jalen Hurts won MVP, and he didn't even play the whole game. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, it does go to the quarterback a lot, you know.
Yeah, if Jalen Hurts can win MVP, bro, I think any quarterback can at this point. Because good God,
I thought Pickett was gonna win for a second.
I honestly thought it was Jason Kelsey because the tush push. Like I thought they were gonna give it to the center just pushing that thing, but hey, they decided who they decided.
Yeah.
All right, moving on here. We have some questions. We're gonna kind of like compete some positions here, I guess you can say. So we're gonna start with quarterback. We're gonna go around and have our answers real fast. Who had more passing yards in Super Bowl 60? Drake May or Sam Darnold? I'll just say mine real fast since I'm already saying. Obviously, I'm gonna go Sam Darnold. I think Drake May is very heavy on his running backs.
I'll second that. Sam Darnold for me too.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to go. I mean, just even in a losing situation with Seattle, I see Sam getting more, yards and stuff.
Yeah, same.
I thought you switching up on Drake May now?
No. I agree that Sam Darnold will have more passing yards, but I don't think they'll win. You can have more passing yards and not win the game.
But I thought he play.
He will play. But guess what? He has the mobility to run that Sam Darnold doesn't.
I don't think he could throw like that. I don't know about that, man.
Brother, most of Sam Darnold's yards are from him throwing it to JSN and JSN doing all the work. Okay. Sam Darnold gets the benefit of JSN breaking a 50-yard catch. Okay.
I don't even know why we're dissing Drake May. He might win MVP.
Listen, I'm not dissing
him.
Yeah.
No, as a whole, all four of us are just dissing him, and he's probably gonna win MVP.
Something I was just pulling up just to go back a little bit on with you guys. We were talking about the MVP of the Super Bowl, and I wanted to go look, and last 3 Super Bowls been quarterbacks, and the last was 4 years ago with the Rams. That was Cooper Kupp.
Mm-hmm.
So a receiver at that point won. Wouldn't that be crazy if Cooper Kupp got it again now in Seattle? Like he had a big, huge game and went back to his old days because it was 4 years ago he got it. And, most of the time, even before that, it was like Tom Brady, Mahomes, and then Julian Edelman was the last receiver. And then after that was quarterbacks mostly.
That would have to be one of the craziest stats to win a ring with a different team and also win Super Bowl MVP, right?
Yeah.
Has that even ever been done? I doubt it.
I'd have to look that up.
Was Tom Brady Bucks MVP? Because I know he had to be a Patriots MVP in those.
Listen, all I know is anytime I bet on Kupp to at least get 3 catches, he never even got it. So, Darnold rather throw to JSN triple covered than Kupp standing there wide open.
Can you judge him though?
No, I don't blame him. Obviously it worked out for him, but
I think Sam Darnold is probably one of the smartest quarterbacks out there. Because tell me why Bengals just don't throw the Jamar Chase every single drive. When Joe Flacco did that, they won like 3 games, right? Their backup quarterback couldn't do anything.
Well, that's just probably because he's tired because he's on the field 9% of the time because that defense can't stop anything. It's like a 1-play touchdown anytime someone versus the Bengals.
If I had someone like JSN, I'm throwing it to him 100% of the time.
See, you guys are talking about JSN and Cooper Kupp. You're forgetting about the beast, Jake Bobo. That guy, he's a different breed. You see his touchdown last week? Bobo! He might have more receiving yards than Stephon Diggs. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you, bro.
Oh, man.
Another thing to go along with this, 10 years ago, exactly 10 years ago, was the last time a non-quarterback or non-receiver got the MVP in the Super Bowl. And he played on the Denver Broncos. Do you guys have any guess who it is? It was a defensive player for the Denver Broncos 10 years ago, got the MVP.
Oh, it's what's-his-face that plays for the Bills now.
Yeah.
Von Miller.
Right?
Yes, you're right. That was it. Von Miller, 10 years ago, got the MVP. Good job. You got the trivia award tonight.
He did deserve it because he kind of just Roman Reigns speared Cam Newton for the fumble. So, he deserves that Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Also, one of the dumbest plays by Cam Newton. But sorry, that's a different topic.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you don't want to get Cam Newton started
I
on
mean,
you.
I mean, he
You
almost
might
played.
cancel our podcast.
He almost played for this Super Bowl. To be honest, you think they would have signed anyone if Denver won that game, or they would have stuck with their backup?
No, because if they
No.
did, I think they would have even been like, "Oh my god, wait, he can win games." So they
Yeah,
would have been like, "Oh, you know what? Maybe we should go with him." So
The only way that would happen is if Steedham had got hurt, and they had nobody. They would have had to sign somebody for the Super Bowl, and that would have been a weird game.
yeah, I don't know what was up with it. I definitely would have attempted somebody. I don't know what they were thinking, but
They felt pretty confident with him, it seemed. But yeah, it was. But it was. I talked about that. Denver had the worst luck in all this kind of stuff because they lose their quarterback on the last play before the AFC Championship. They already winning basically, and then they go in there and they're playing a tight game. Their defense is doing really well, and all of a sudden a snowball game comes. It's a snowstorm comes in the second half, and nobody moves, nobody does anything, and it ends up 10-7. So it's like the one video I made. Denver fans must be so disappointed, after such a good season. And, that was a tough loss. But, hey, for the Patriots fans, they're excited now.
Maybe they should learn to play in the snow better.
Yeah.
you know who they should have signed? The best snow quarterback of all time? Jameis Winston.
Jameis.
Every time he's in a snow game, it's a different breed. He loves the snow, bro.
He loves the snow.
He gives it to God. He loves the snow. He'd be Superman diving in the end zone during snow games. If they would have signed him, they would be in the Super Bowl right now.
Really, I mean, that's what you need in a snow game. You need a a quarterback that can run, because you really can't pass, especially in a win game like that. So both quarterbacks couldn't pass, and the thing that really helped him was that, Drake May had the legs and he was able to make some plays there to keep it going. And so if they had a quarterback with some legs, they may have had a better chance of winning that game, but it is what it is.
You could tell he just got too flustered. He's too green. He wasn't used to the game and playing. I mean, he came obviously when he was comfortable. He, was doing good on the field. Which went snow. But then as soon as the defense started rattling him, he was just lost it.
Yeah. I mean, he looked so good in that first touchdown, and it was such a, like a fun moment because they went to his daughter and wife in the stands and she's crying. She's excited for him, because everyone's, expecting him to do bad. And he takes the lead for the game. And then after that, everything just went downhill, so that was it was definitely a turn of events for them and him.
All right.
All right, moving on from that. Receiving yards now. Who will have more receiving yards? JSN or Stephon Diggs? We might get a little debate going here now. Terrell, I think you should start with this one.
All right. I'm going to have to go, and you guys can be like, "Ooh, why are you dissing Stephon Diggs?" But you got to go with JSN. I mean, he led the NFL in receiving yards this season. I mean, even with Diggs getting over 1,000, I read. I mean, JSN, had 1,800? So
wait, so you think Jason's gonna have more receiving yards, but Stephon Diggs might get Super Bowl MVP?
Possibly. That's what I'm saying.
What in the Looney Tune?
Well, if Diggs gets 2 touchdowns, JSN doesn't.
Yeah, but I go along with that because if you think about it, Drake May and the Patriots all year, they're sort of like Josh Allen was. He spreads the ball around and you don't know what receiver is going to be good each game. That was the hardest about fantasy football. It could be Booty over there, it could be Diggs, it could be any of the receivers really that step up. It could be the tight end for him that has a big game. But when you go to Seattle, you always know it was going to be JSN. JSN was going to be the main guy. And so if you're going to bet right now and we're going to pick fantasy, there's not one of us that would pick a Patriots receiver over JSN. Not one of us. Because we know if we're doing fantasy wars right now, we would lose. The odds are really against us.
Not me. Remember when I picked Stephon Diggs first and had to do the challenge?
Right. Which it doesn't make sense. Like even going in, like if we as regular guys can figure out, oh, hey, JSN's the target. Or like literally in the last game, every time he lined up in the backfield, whoever's doing the commentating said, oh, JSN is the first target because he lines up into the backfield, then he goes out and he throws right to him. Like if you're a defensive coordinator, why can't you figure that out? If the dude's sitting up in the booth talking to the fans, can say, "Oh, he's in the backfield. He's going to get the ball."
Yeah, I think it's just they don't have the personnel. I have a feeling these defensive coordinators are like telling them, this is the play, it's going to JSN. And all of a sudden they just can't keep up with JSN, because he makes the top defenders out there look like they're not the top defenders. He just gets the separation. They do move him around. They're good at it. Seattle is good at moving him around. But you're right. Even the guy in the up in the booth knows what's going on, and they can't stop him. They have to, they do when they like double team them and triple team them, but then somebody else is open or the run game opens up. Kenneth Walker have a big run, like, Kevin was, alluding to, so it is tough with that, trying to counter that. I think it was more interesting in the Rams game when we were talking about Puka and JSN, like who's going to get the more yards. You could really, I'm not sure who will. I mean, because both of them are, top dogs. But now it's like, JSN's going to have the most yards, even in a losing situation, Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of when me and Bailey used to play a lot of Madden, play this mode called Superstar KO. This one play. Jamar Chase is just broken. He's the fastest player. You can't guard him.
You meant Justin Jefferson.
It was Justin Jefferson?
Yeah, we always
wait. Jarrell knows ball knowledge. He knows ball knowledge.
It was either one of them, and you just couldn't guard him because no matter what defense you had, he's just too fast. And I think that's what's happening with JSN. He's just too fast. You can't guard him. Anyways, stick to the topic. I'm picking Hunter Henry.
That wasn't even in the choice, bro. But he could.
Dude, honestly, I'm not even trolling. You know who had the most receiving yards on Patriots? Is 100% Ramondre Stevenson. Good God, bro. He just spams wheel routes all the time. That's Drake May's favorite play. The amount of times I've seen a wheel route. Dro's over here talking about, like, why don't they just cover them? Why don't someone just send someone to Stevenson all the time? That dude is always on a wheel route. I think he's going to have the most receiving yards on the Patriots.
Oh, my God. All right. I mean, we had 3 different answers. I
think that was obvious.
Well, hey, I mean, with that Seattle defense, I mean, could you blame him though? Let the defense in. He just does a little wheel route, dump it right over him.
I mean, hey, just like Superstar KO, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Exactly.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Oh my.
All right. On to the next one. Who's gonna have the most rushing yards? It's kind of it's less obvious.
I think this was a good one. This is the best.
I think it's more even, but I'm still gonna go Kenneth Walker here. It is more even than wide receiver though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Trayvon Henderson is pretty good though. But I'm gonna stick to Kenneth Walker. I think he's gonna be the Super Bowl MVP, so I'm gonna stick with that. I'm not like Jarrell here.
Well, I'm gonna opposite you, and then I think Henderson actually. I think Henderson. Maybe it's because I just have like PTSD from the Bucs game with him. When what was it, like 3 touchdowns against us? Because no one knows what they're doing. Like I seen a guy over there just picking his nose. The other guy was eating a Big Mac from McDonald's. Like I don't know what our defense is doing, but after that game, I think he's one of the best. Is he a rookie? I believe. I think he might be one of the better rookie running backs. So. It's either rookie or second year. Henderson.
Yeah, he's a rookie.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
For a rookie, he's balling this year, and I think again. Seattle's defense has the best cornerbacks in the league. They might want to run a lot this game. I could see Henderson getting spammed. So I'm going to go Henderson.
Yeah, real quick, I'm agreeing with you, Henderson. Just taking this one.
Yeah, I mean, I have to go with Kenneth Walker. And mainly it's because, I do think you guys are right about the Patriots going to lean on the run, and they've won like that. But, looking at it statistically, I mean, the reason Seattle's in here is their defense. Their defense really, and they rank the 3rd best in the NFL, and they really kept people under 100 yards per game, 93.7 all year. So they're definitely one of the top run defenses in the league. So I do believe, even if they're successful in like getting first downs and getting some yards, I don't know if they're going to be able to, have the most yards out of the 2 teams, because the question was who's going to have the most rushing yards, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe Seattle has even though I know New England's run defense on the second half of the season did a lot better. They were just like 102 yards per game they allowed. So it's about 8 yards difference, so it's not completely bad. So they're pretty good. They have a respectable run defense now.
No.
I wonder if this game becomes like a run heavy game more than pass. Definitely with Seattle's defense.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't put anything past anything anymore.
Yeah.
Expect the unexpected.
You think one of them pull out the tush push?
They might. I would have to say it would probably be
Sam Darnold.
No.
I would say Drake May
I'd say Drake May
would rather risk that. Yeah. And Mike, like he's like I don't know, he gives me Bill Belichick vibes. Like he just be making the most odd plays. So
yeah,
I think he would have the balls to do it.
I could see Sam Darnold just standing back in the backfield with his hands on his hips like Aaron Rodgers did and let them run the play. He's like, I'm not hurting myself.
Man, you glazed them way too much, bro.
Who, Aaron Rodgers?
You're a glazer. You're a glazer. You got a poster of him in your room?
No comment.
Oh my god.
It's on my ceiling. I see him when I lay down to go to sleep.
All right.
Moving on.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So the next one, if obviously if you were to make the Super Bowl parlay, right? Everyone, this was up to you, right? It could be 2 legs, it could be 10 legs, right? This is up to you. Whatever you want to make. Yeah, just if you would make a Super Bowl parlay this weekend, what is it gonna be? I'll let someone else start. Anybody want to start here?
Yeah, I'll start. Like, how many legs are we each doing one, or is this just our own personal parlay? If I was
like
doing
personal, like it's up to you. You can do 3 legs, 5 legs, whatever you want. It's your parlay.
Okay.
What are you doing this weekend if you make a parlay?
I would do. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna real quick. No, someone else go first because I'll actually pull up the one I already did. I didn't wait a second and cut it.
I didn't even do one. I thought we were gonna do each one leg. So give me a second.
Fine. I'm good here. So I did Stephon. This was really easy. Stephon Diggs over 3.5 receptions, JSN over 5.5 receptions, and Patriots to win. $10 gives me $110 for that.
Okay.
But if I had to do a different one, just toss in there, I would just, if you wanted to switch it up, I would do JSN over 100 yards because that's pretty much a lock any game. Drake May over 228 passing, and probably a Stevenson touchdown.
You guys want me to go if you're still making, or?
All right, I could go. I got a 3-leg real quick. Might not even do it. $10 gives you 38. So actually, this is actually kind of bad, but
that's triple your money.
That's triple your money. Kenneth Walker, anytime TD. Drake May over 223 yards, and Hunter Henry over 3.5 receiving or receptions. I mean, not receiving yards, receptions. A little quick one.
Very doable.
I only had Hunter Henry, to be honest. Over
how many legs were you guys doing again?
It's up to you, but I think it looks like everyone's doing 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I had a few things I was looking at, and depending, if you're talking about like a scoring and defensive type ones, one I was looking at was Kenneth Walker anytime touchdown, Stevenson under 56.5 rushing yards because I think Seattle may shut him down, and Drake May to throw an interception. That's one I had.
Okay.
And then like another one I had was I think Seahawks will cover the spread, the 4.5. And I think Sam Darnold will get over the 1.5 passing touchdowns. I think he will get 2. And Shaheed getting over 19.5 receiving yards. I think that's what I saw last. So that was another one I looked at.
Oh, that last one could be risky, but I like it.
It gets you some money there, though, but,
Okay. I'm going to follow you on the Sam Darnold 1.5. I think he'll have at least 2 passing touchdowns. Jarrell, you said Patriots to win? You bet it on? I'm going to flip it kind of like that. I'm actually was doing Seahawks to win. Obviously, that's my pick. And then last one, Ramondre Stevenson, anytime touchdown, like I was saying earlier. I would not be surprised if this man has a receiving touchdown. So I'm betting on that. And that's going to get you a little more money. That's my 3.
I like him.
So if anybody wants to copy us, Go ahead. We're probably all gonna lose it anyways.
And Jason having an anytime touchdown, that's another one that's probably a good bet. Just depending what you need for the odds and stuff.
If you want to be safe, it's not gonna boost your money.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a lot of money on it, but
if you want to save one, I agree with that. All right, last thing here for the Super Bowl. This is just more of a fun thing, right? We're just gonna go around if everyone has a favorite Super Bowl. Shane, you want to start this time? Do you have a favorite Super Bowl, or do you have to think about it still?
Yeah, let me think. I'll have to find one I had put down here for that.
Want me to go or you?
Oh, I thought Shane was going over the Miami Super Bowl.
That's been so long ago. You must be trolling right now.
Wait, how old? Like, genuine question. How old were you when Miami won last?
I was like a baby. I was like.
Why you say it like that?
Really?
I was like a baby.
I was at 72, so I was like 1 year old.
72?
Oh my god! Were TV shows and movies still black and white? Oh my god, bro! You were watching the Super Bowl in black and white. Oh no, that's
show my age there.
Now I'll go real quick. I'm gonna stick. It's actually the Patriots were in it. It was Super Bowl. I think it was 51 when they had that huge comeback against Atlanta. I just thought that was a very exciting game. End of the game was, awesome with them coming back from the 28-3 deficit, as big as it became, making fun of Atlanta, and all that, afterwards. But I just thought it was a very exciting end of the game. A lot of fun plays.
I would say the only negative why that's not, it's up there, but it's just like the first half so bad because they got dominant. You know what I mean? Like Falcons, but like you said. And you know what? It reminds me of like Bears every game this season. It's like the second half was just really exciting. And it's the greatest comeback of all time, obviously.
Which one was that?
51.
Falcons versus the Patriots.
Oh, yeah. That was a good time in overtime. Good game in overtime, right?
Yeah, it was the running back that dove it in, I think. Forgot his name. Underrated running back.
I was trying to look at my notes, and I was like, oh, darn, did he pick the same one I did? But you didn't. It was close.
You guys probably thought I was going to do a Packers Super Bowl. There's been a couple, but, I mean, obviously I've only seen two. But, the rest were before my time.
I got mine ready if you guys are ready for that.
Yeah, go for it. All
right. It's back a little while. It's 2008.
Oh my God!
But that was the Giants-Patriots game, Super Bowl, and if you remember that game, the Giants ended up coming back and winning 17-14, and that was the one where Eli Manning escaped and threw it, and David Tyree had the helmet catch. You guys see so much on it now.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of people consider that one of the the best Super Bowls because of how it went down to the last minute.
Tom Brady's kryptonite right there.
Eli Manning, he did it again, against him. So that was one of my favorite Super Bowls I remember.
I was 4 years old when that happened. Wow.
Yeah, obviously I didn't watch that live, but I seen the clips.
We'll have to make a meme with a Kevin baby on the helmet instead of the ball,
Here we go. It's gonna be AI again. Kevin's sucking balls.
Yeah, really.
Well, I could go with the Super Bowl. I kind of want to go before Bailey because I think he might have the same one as me. I hope not. It's obviously Super Bowl 55. No, Bucks versus you don't. Bucks versus Chiefs.
Also, wait, before you finish, Kevin's been watching football full time 2 years. So he hasn't. He only watched a few Super Bowls. So before, how's that?
I did watch that Super Bowl though, and it was pretty good. Patrick Mahomes got shut down by Tom Brady. That's all I can say.
Hey, it was a beautiful.
It was like a 33 something, right? 33-14.
Yeah, pretty dominating win.
Those were one of those games where sometimes is NFL scripted, bro? Because how did you have the GOAT and then the future GOAT with Mahomes in the Super Bowl matchup? Like, what's the chance? So their commercials when they're advertising that Super Bowl, can Mahomes become the new GOAT if he beats Brady? Like, sometimes I'm like, all right, NFL might be scripted. Because that and then Mahomes did nothing. Did absolutely nothing. Brady's like, I'm still the GOAT. That was a fun one. No, obviously, I mean, that would have been Glaze. Obviously, Bucks being my team, but at the same time, I was saying with like Jarrell earlier, it's just as much it was kind of boring. Let's be honest. Like the only people that liked it was the Bucks fans, right? Like I'm sure if Jarrell was probably like, "What is this, bro? Is Chiefs gonna do something?" When he was watching it, like if you're not a Bucks fan, you probably didn't like that. So that's why that's not my favorite. My favorite is one of the craziest games I've ever watched, and the story with it is Super Bowl. Actually, right after Jarrell, 52. Which is Eagles and Patriots when Nick Foles came in, right? When Carson Wentz got hurt. I mean, story of the year, right? I thought Broncos were about to pull this off this year. Came in as a backup, went through the playoff run, went against Patriots, the greatest of all time. Tom Brady, probably, you could say in his prime, went in there, did probably the best play of all time now, the Philly special, one of the craziest Super Bowl plays of all time. Caught a touchdown pass, won it, and it was high scoring, 41-33, nonstop action. I remember watching that with Zach. He's not here today, but yeah, that was one of the best Super Bowl games I've ever experienced. And I'm saying that as an Eagles hater, because screw them and I hate your fan base, but like that was a game to watch.
Why are you saying Zach's not here today like he's dead?
He's Philly special.
Philly special.
Philly special.
Listen, dude, it still gives me chills when if you ever watch like the those mic up videos. I love watching that one. Like when the Nick Foles and the coach was talking about that. He's like, should we do it? Philly special? He's like, yeah. And then they popped that bad boy and that changed the game around. That's why they won the Super Bowl.
Isn't that also like after the game, isn't that the game that they caught all the Philadelphia fans eating like the horse poop in the street and stuff?
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's another plus, bro.
That's the real Philly special right there.
What the heck?
That's actually why it's my favorite Super Bowl. The amount of times I just watch people eating poop is my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they gotta do something since they have to like grease the light poles there. I don't know what. I mean,
yeah, didn't last year like the city went on fire or something?
Yeah, that's why NFL in this script said Eagles could not make Super Bowl. Every time we do, Philadelphia is just like the purge.
Yeah.
Like, we have to stop this.
It was like a riot, and all that happened was they won the Super Bowl. Nothing bad happened, just a riot. So they won.
Yeah. They're delusional, bro. They're crazy. Oh,
that's funny.
God. Worst fan base ever.
Imagine parking your car outside and then it's not there. The next day after winning Super Bowl, like, where's my car? It's fucking halfway across the country.
Like, oh, this is a long 4-hour game, and then you go and your car's just gone. You spent all that money in Super Bowl tickets. You have no money to get a tow. Come on, bro. Eagle fans. Hey, I'm looking at y'all. Y'all got to step it up, man. What are we doing, bro?